Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory be to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and blessings to the hopeful elect out there listening and learning, and also teaching this word in all sincerity and truth, in the hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these last days. And just a quick news update. Just wanted to, hit the point with this one. And before I even start speaking on that article, I have a scripture that I'd like to read, which you can find in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 12. And it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." All right, and we're seeing plans of this devil, rolling out plans for his NWO, his New World Order, where, pretty much he wants to play a god. He wants to play the Most High and chip the people out here, as he fancies himself as a god. The scriptures speak about that in 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter. Let me start from verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first." All right, and the scriptures clearly outline in Jeremiah 17:4 that we were going to discontinue from our heritage. And when I say we, I'm talking about us Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. We've discontinued from our heritage. Okay, which us being the Israelites, and then that lines up with Hosea 1:10, I believe. In the land where it is said unto them, "Ye are not, ye are not my people. There shall it be said, ye are the sons of the living power." So we are the Israelites, and Israel goes back to the Hebrew word Yasha'Allah, which means he is a prince of the power. All right, and this is the only captivity where we've been in where we didn't know who we are as a people. All right, and the scriptures goes into Baruch about in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. So we're remembering ourselves, in these last days here, as we are still prisoners of war in our captivity, our current captivity under the so-called white man, which are biblically known as the Edomites. All right, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right, it says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." All right, which is talking about who? This devil, Esau. And perdition means destruction. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High." So, this is what this devil's doing. He's putting himself like he's got a God complex. He's putting himself in the seat of the Lord, like he's a god, and that's why he wants to put chips in people. Now, I got this article here. This is from the South China Morning Post. All right, and what you're witnessing now in these last days is great efforts to ramp up and speed up the development, or even advertising and pushing out examples of competitive examples, if you will, for lack of explanation, better explanation, if you will, or words. You're seeing them outwardly push out propaganda on this chip, all right, which is coming in the form of these implants, and they're advertising it to the public like it's going to be able to make you walk again if you got certain neurological hindrances, certain neurological how can I say, I don't know, let's just say that you're paralyzed from the waist down, or you're missing an arm, or you're missing, some sort of limb. They can hook you up to some sort of exoskeleton suit, and you'll be able to command, that robotic arm that they've replaced your missing arm with. You'll be able to make it move with just thinking of it, And this is why they're advertising about these brain implants. It says Chinese brain chip helps paralyzed man regain mobility and is less invasive than Elon Musk's Neuralink. And Elon Musk's been heavy in the news recently. If you've been watching, as well as praying, watching the news, you've been seeing that they publicly announced Elon Musk advertising the recovery of a patient that's just gone through receiving this brain chip implant. Okay, so they're pushing this out in the open, and they're telling you that, Well, they're advertising it to you like it's, it's gonna be safe. It's gonna do wonders for those that are handicapped. It's gonna be, you know, basically there's a term called gradualism. They're gradually introducing it to public knowledge, all right, and getting you used to it to the point where it's gonna be so in your face. You're gonna be looking at people left, right, and center with these so-called upgrades, because they got a movie called Upgrade, which I did a video on Elon Musk and his brain chip implant, and I spoke on that movie. If you go into that movie, it's actually about in fact, let me see if I can get the give me a second. All right, so I've got it right here, and this is the movie called Upgrade. All right, and if you read the summary of the movie, it says Gray, a technophobe, suffers paralysis and loses his wife during an attack. But when a billionaire hands him a chip in his body that restores his mobility, he sets out to get vengeance. Now you might say, well, that's just in the movies. Well, guess what? They put things in the movie, all right, because it's called there's something called predictive programming. All right, which when you look up the word predictive programming, predictive programming, it says predictive programming at its core is a tactic to reduce resistance by introducing concepts that seem far-fetched and continuously reintroducing them to make these concepts appear more likely or at the very least acceptable. So you see, we ain't making this up. You might call us conspiracy theory nuts, nut jobs, whatever you want to call us, but the scriptures speak about the mark of the beast. That's Revelation 13 and 16. All right, for a man to receive that mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay, and they're putting these, they're advertising it to the public like it's entertainment, but really subliminally what they're saying is, look, we want you guys to just openly accept this. I mean, why are you so shocked when it really rolls out? Because you've seen it in the movies and now it's become a reality. So they're really massaging the idea of this into your brain, having you accept it. All right, having you accept it before they actually physically make the people actually take it. All right, or produce a situation, right, where it's gonna seem like you're a madman for not taking it. All right, because remember the scripture does say he causeth. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that scripture, Revelation chapter 13. All right, let's go ahead and get the mark of the beast. All right, and for anyone out there that ain't teaching that the mark of the beast is the chip, you're clearly bugged out. You don't understand the scriptures. The spirit's not dealing with you, man. This is why, the scriptures speak about the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. All right, see John the Revelator, he was prophesying what was going to happen in these last days, and this is what he was seeing. Right? It says Revelation 13:16, which we should all be familiar with this scripture. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see, so what you're witnessing now with these implants. That's the chip. They're gonna want the ultimate. They're gonna want the ultimate chip, like they show you in movies like In Time. Remember when you had certain of the elites, they were living in the inner zones, where you had the riffraff that were living on the outer zones, like Justin Timberlake and his mum in the movie. They were living in the outer zones and they were dirt poor. All right, but you had, the people that were living in the inner zones, they had all kinds of currency uploaded onto their chips. Okay, and they pretty much, in the movie, it's so that they could live forever. You see, what Esau is really trying to do is he's trying to play the Most High, man. All right, really, he wants to be able to live forever. But you see, that's the new covenant is for Israel. All right, we're gonna be immortal. We're the ones that are gonna be immortal, man. That's not for Esau. All right, because the scriptures tell us that Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. 2 Ezra 6 and 9 goes into that. All right, so Esau, man, he's done. Okay, he's done. All right, remember the scriptures speak about let's go ahead and get a bit of Job. Well, we can finish this off first. Verse 17 in Revelation chapter 13. It says, and that no man, so to receive that mark in your right hand or in your forehead, this is what John the Revelator was seeing. He says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast and a number of his name. So you ain't going to be able to make any form of transaction. All right, so it's pretty much going to, off the grid season, especially for those that are trusting, believing, and worshiping Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're going to trust in the Lord. And the Lord said, my servant shall eat. That's in Isaiah 65:13. So we ain't supposed to fear this devil and what how he's going to cause people out here to take this. That's for the unbelievers. All right, but for the elect that sincerely believe, they're going to trust in the Lord no matter what. And the Lord is going to guide us through the Spirit. He will strengthen us, and I believe that. Okay, in fact, there's a scripture that says that the Most High is our guide. All right, let me go ahead and get Second Ezra's. Let me get Second Ezra's 16, and verse 73. It says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen." All right, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So yeah, we're gonna be tried. All right, especially when Esau rolls this chip out, and the majority of the people have taken it, just like they took a lot of people took the stabbing jab. They trusted in the devil and they started collapsing. All right, because they took that poison in their veins. They took that poison in their system. All right, it says, Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. And this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, year of 2024, right? But I will deliver you from the same. So the Lord said, look, the days of trouble are coming, yeah, but I will deliver you. So we ain't supposed to fear this time. Really, we're rejoicing, because remember, we're supposed to rejoice in this, because ultimately, man, this has to happen in order for Yahweh Shai to come back, in order for World War III to kick off and, go full throttle mode. The Esau's going to have to push this chip out. So that's right around the corner, man. If you see the signs of World War III ramping up over there in the so-called Middle East, just know that the chip is even closer. All right. So the Lord said, I will deliver you from the same. So it says, but be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is your guide. So the Lord's going to guide us, man. Yeah, the hour of temptation, right? Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's Revelation 3:10. All right, so let's go back to this Top Gear article. This is Porsche brain chip implant 18 seconds faster than Neuralinks, man. All right, and they say that let's read it. It says, an experimental brain chip implant built and designed by Porsche has set a new neural circuit record, right? Like this is like Formula One or something. Like, they're openly competing, with the, of how fast, the neural circuit, record they can reach. It says eclipsing that of Tesla boss Elon Musk's Neuralink chip. All right, it says the prototype implant, set to be revealed later this year, managed to race around the brain's most central functions 18 seconds faster than Neuralinks. Porsche said that the chip was a standard microprocessor with no additional enhancements, and that conditions on the day of testing were clinical. All right. So they got a new prototype. So get ready for them upgrades, man. Get ready for them to start advertising more prototypes and upgrades and competing, for that brain circuit, the speed in which they can actually send circuits or send signals around the brain with their chips, man. All right, and this is Job, because I wanted to read a little bit of Job real quick. So the faster that Esau does this, man, the quicker he's gonna go down. Job 20 and 23 says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. So Esau, he's on a mission for this NWO. He's Novus Ordo Seclorum. All right, but the faster that they do that, they move with that, the quicker that the Lord is gonna slap them down. Because when he's about to, fill his belly, the Most High is gonna cast that fury of his wrath upon him. All right, because Esau's been appointed bounds that he can't pass. All right. But again, going back to my earlier precept, be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Lord is our guide. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is our guide, man. Okay, because you see this device, that Esau, is pushing out, and how he's advertising it and that, whatever. We're not supposed to be ignorant to that. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And earlier we read in Revelation the 13th chapter about no man being able to buy or sell. So that's no forms of transaction are going to be able to be made unless you have that chip. All right. Now you had Donald Trump. He came out and said, look, we ain't, I'm going to do away with the CBDCs and that and whatever. But years ago, he was talking about to the people, he was telling them, look, we need an entry exit visa tracking system. So he's really contradicted himself. So he's coming out and telling you that he don't, want no part of the CBDCs, but then he wants to be able to track people. We need some sort of tracking system. So, and they had that whole thing over here called track and trace, giving people QR codes, and certain people can go in stores without the QR code. So they've already got people used to the idea of not being able to enter premises unless they have a certain type of a code or something that they need to enter the premises. So people are already conditioned, to this new way of life, if you will. But we're not supposed to be ignorant to the devices of Satan. Okay, let me get one in the book of Psalms 37. All right, and verse 7. It says, "Rest in the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai." This is going back to that precept in 2 Ezra 16 about, look, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Lord is our guide. Right? The scripture says, rest in the Lord. Right? And wait patiently for him. The word patient means to suffer. Okay? It says, fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. We're not ignorant of the devices of Satan. The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, that's Esau, man. Okay? Satan's children running around on the earth, taking peace from the earth. Okay? Introducing GMO foods and polluting the air, and that's Esau. All right. So we're not supposed to fret that. We got to be still. Like the scriptures speak about being still. Waiting patiently for the Lord. The scripture says, "In your patience possess ye your souls," man. Okay. So I just wanted to do a quick one on and I've had to stop this video a couple of times, man, because I've got interruptions happening and getting calls on my phone, and that's why I don't really like doing videos on my phone anymore. I use my tablet, but hey, when the spirit hits you, the tablet's on charge. The phone was just on my person, so because I saw this article and I had to do something on it. So they're straight up openly advertising and competing for speed in terms of these Neuralink, brain chip implants, man. All right, so this is the thing that's getting pushed into the mainstream, for worldwide acceptance, man. Slowly massaging the idea, all right, for you to be able to accept this new way of life, all right, what they call it the fourth industrial revolution, right? Okay, connecting you to the Internet of Things. And, people are going to look at you like you're just nuts if you don't have this so-called upgrade. And it's going to get to that point. All right, so that was a quick lesson that I wanted to do, and I pray it was edifying. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is our guide. This must happen, the mark of the beast. This has to be pushed before Yahweh Shai returns. So everything is looking good because ultimately this is a part of biblical prophecy. Okay, it's all aligning up. That's why we've got to watch as well as pray that we enter not into temptation, because the time of temptation is coming. Let's close out with Revelation 3:10. All right, and it reads, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience." There goes the word patience again. All right, suffering's coming. All right, the scriptures speak about exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom. That's Acts 14:22. All right, so we got to keep the word of the Lord. All right, "I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." All right, so the Lord said he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. It's going to come upon all the world. "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." And there's going to be a crowning ceremony where Yahweh Shai is actually going to place crowns on the heads of the men that stood stiffly for his name. And yeah, I said it, his name. That means that the name is important. That means that we have to know the name. Well, Acts 4:12. Okay. No salvation, no other name given among men whereby we must be saved, right? So we have to know the name. All right, which that's another thing that we got to hold fast on, which is the name. that no man take thy crown. The only way we're getting crowned is if we stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right. So yeah, man, be not afraid, never doubt, man. Biblical prophecy is kicking off. You know, it's all happening. Wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, pestilences. These things Yahweh Shai, he prophesied about, man, more than 2,000 years ago. And here we are living in that time. This is a beautiful time to be alive indeed. Stay up, stay prayed up. Shalom to the elect.